walk another mile. How long is this road? Feels like forever. Will it ever come to an end? Come, brother, just a little bit farther. We'll get there soon. Then we can rest. We'll have a new home, away from the past, free from what ties us down. We are made new. You and I against the world, no longer trapped. We are free.
The Yote Brothers Part 3. Written and pictures by the Furry Sith Lord. He stumbled as he tripped over a tree branch and his knees hurt as he hit the ground. This new body was strange to him. Nothing at all like his normal self. It was colder now that he no longer had his bare hide to cover him. He could no longer smell the scents of the Yote brothers, had he knew he had gone off course. The voice in his head seemed to be screaming at him for losing the brothers, but he did not care. There was too much going on at the moment to worry about them. He figured he'd pick up their trails again once he turned back to normal. If he turned back to normal. "You seem to be lost, friend," a stranger's voice said. He turned and saw a gray fox that had black fur on his eyes and paws. He seemed to be wearing a robe of sackcloth. "I am Wayland. I watch these forests. I know all about you and those coyotes you are after," Wayland said. He leaned against a tree as the stranger looked at him and crept closer. "The Coyote brothers. They must die for some reason." He spoke. "Why haven't you done it yet?" Wayland asked. He shrugged, not really knowing the answer, and he honestly did not care at the moment. This new body was too strange to ignore. He had been walking all night, and he still had no idea what he was. "How does it feel to no longer be an alpha male but a beta male, now that you've changed form?" Wayland asked. "A beta? What is that?" "Alpha is strong and beta is weak. If you want to regain your alpha status, you must kill the brothers," Wayland said with indifference. "Yes, Beta. I am Beta," Beta said as he chose a name for himself. It only felt right since he knew the fox had a name, so he realized he needed one. "Shall I point you in their direction?" Wayland asked. Beta shook his head and he looked around again, looking for a river to peer into it to see what he was. "No. Water. A river. Where is one?" Beta asked, and Wayland sighed and pointed to a stream several feet behind Beta. The pain was returning again as Beta could feel the sun rising. He knew he was going to turn back into his actual form. Before that, he wanted to see what he was before he lost the abilities this new body had. He scrambled over to the water and looked in, having not noticed that Wayland had vanished. "See you again, Beta, in 30 days. Wayland said, but Beta had not heard him. The Yote brothers were exhausted and hungry, having gotten very little sleep last night. They had set up camp, but that strange fox and his warning had left too many questions. Although they sat in silence thinking about how their tribe was destroyed, neither got any rest. Hawkeye's went out early and found some wild boars grazing, so he hunted them and brought back breakfast. Pure Heart found some herbs to use as seasoning and he roasted the food. Finally, being able to eat something made them both feel better. "Should we trust this Wayland?" Hawkeye's asked. Pure Heart was busy preserving the remaining meat so they could eat it later. He had a small portion set aside and was trying to smoke it into jerky to eat later. The white-striped mountain lion had introduced him to it, and though he hated it at first, Pure Heart developed a taste for it. Red Yote was a medicine fur like Wayland, and he was our only friend. "I don't see why we couldn't trust him," Pure Heart said. "But he's a stranger. How did he know our tribe was destroyed or that the bear is after us?" Hawkeyes asked. "The spirits told him, like they used to tell Red Yote things." Pure Heart replied. "We should be careful," Hawkeyes cautioned. Pure Heart nodded reluctantly. What do we do about that bear or whatever it is? Pure Heart asked. I wish I knew, Hawkeye said. Yip 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 you. Pure Heart laughed. Then we keep moving forward until an answer presents itself. Pure Heart said as he took a piece of the drying meat to see if the jerky was ready yet. This ends part 3. We hope you enjoyed it. See you next time for part 4.